Number 10 is going to be a recurring problem through this review. We're going to be talking about parallel and perpendicular lines, and how to deal with their equations. In this one for today, we're going to be talking about parallel lines that pass through a point. So that's the kind of problem this is parallel lines that pass through a given point. And I'm just going to draw your attention to the equation of line, y equals mx plus b. And I'll let you know a little hint. A point is an x and a y, and the fact that something is parallel means it's the same slope, equal end values, same slope. So if we think about it, we've got three variables, and we can substitute them in, and that will allow us to solve for the y-intercept, which is something we need to write the equation of a line. You'll need the slope, which you'll have known, and the real trick to this problem is finding the y-intercept, because they're telling you need to write the line that's parallel to this given one. And they were friendly enough to already put this in y equals mx plus b form. And because lines are, they want them to be parallel, they're going to have the same, well, really need to learn how to write, same slope. So if the slope of the original is 1/2, then our new slope, the parallel slope, also needs to be 1/2. It needs to be equal. But the parallel y-intercept is not going to be it. It will be something else. It needs, our line has to go through this point. It has to have -2 as an x value. It has to have +2 as a y value. So we can use the equation of line, y equals r slope 1/2 x plus b, and I can say, look, the x value needs to be -2, and the y value needs to be 2. So this y is going to become 2. We're still going to have 1/2, and that's going to get multiplied by this x value of -2. I could put that over 1 to keep it as a fraction. And then when I simplify this, that will tell me the remaining variable. That will tell me my b value. So I'm going to simplify. This is 2. When we're not solving a proportion, when it's just fraction times fraction, it's numerator times numerator. That's a fancy way to say the tops times each other. So 1 times -2 is -2, and the bottoms times each other, 2 times 1. And I'll even show you on a calculator. 1/2 times -2 is -1. And that's because -2, what we have, divided by 2, simplifies to -1. So we're going to get 2 equals -1 because this simplifies to -1 plus b. We're going to keep on going. We're going to solve for b by getting rid of that -1 by doing the inverse operation. And we're going to see our new y-intercept is 3. Our parallel y-intercept, the y-intercept that's going through the point -2, 2. Right? That's kind of why we substituted in, was to figure out what did that y-intercept have to be. It's got to be 3. So this is the information we need. We're going to write our final equation, which is y equals our slope 1/2 times x plus our y-intercept plus 3. And that will be the line that's not only parallel to the line they gave us, but it also passes through that point, -2, 2. And if you buy that, great, you can stop. If you want to see it in GeoGebra, I can kind of do it here too. We're going to graph the line that they gave us. So we are going to graph y equals 1/2 x plus 8. y equals 0.5 x plus 8. That is that line. We're going to graph the point they gave us at negative 2 comma 2. Negative 2 comma 2. And what we want is a parallel line. So we're going to make this not a perpendicular line, we're going to make a parallel line. So we're going to be parallel to this through that point, and that's going to give us this new equation, which we're going to put in y equals 1. It's still y equals that half slope, and now our y-intercept is 3. What we had, y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Literally the same thing. Awesome. See you in the next one.